to be a leader is not just about the goal, it's also about the journey, and it's about really truly caring about people working with you and truly showing respect and, and appreciation for them. And that becomes also a goal in itself.
Only real content is gonna last. All that other nonsense is here today and gone tomorrow.
Whether people realize it or not, I think these times especially are kind of challenging all of us to become our own leaders of like, what am I going to do with my time? You know what I'm saying? Like, especially with COVID and everything. So, and I thought it was super interesting and cool how you kind of just explained it as like, I just tried to figure it out. And I guess I gained all the characteristics of what people call a leader, you know what I'm saying? And so I think that's really kind of motivational and inspiring in itself. And just like, you don't have to be that people label you a leader since you've been a kid, but you can, just by trying to figure it out and have fun, then you're going to gain those characteristics and then be seen as a leader in what you do. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like we live in a world where we are lionizing leaders, glorifying tech leaders or startup leaders, and like, we kind of like present those people like kind of the new gods or the new heroes. And some of them, of course, are amazing, and it's very hard to lead. I almost we call that leadership porn, and how you have all those quotes and how to be a leader, and you have to be tough and you have to be resilient. So the world is full of those kind of like self-development tips, or follow your passion, or don't follow your passion.
Right.
I would say that most of the time I had no idea what I was doing, and I had total imposter syndromes. And I'm sure there are many instances, especially at the beginning, where I was a terrible leader, because of my ego, because of my misconceptions, or maybe because I was not just paying attention to people around me enough. And so I don't think it's like you're a leader, you're not a leader kind of situation. It's more, we all have leadership on us, and that's something we can try to grow, consciously or not. And at some point, as you start realizing, and having that awareness that you're actually trying to lead, you can even further research and maybe try to read books and philosophy books, whatever you want to do, talk to people and get better at it. It's a long process. It's a never-ending process. I also would say that some of the people most celebrated as leaders are actually terrible people behind the scene. And on the other side, some people that no one really talk about are the amazing leaders of every day,
Right.
Leadership is about, I think, really inspiring people to have a common goal and kind of like gather their energy to get stuff done. And that's happening every day, everywhere. You don't need to be a freaking startup CEO genius, to be a leader.
I was going to say, I feel like you touched on the motivation for leadership. Like really in its essence, it's people that have the vision that they need to see fulfilled.
Right.
And like they pursue that themselves individually without anything first. And that's what garners the leadership qualities in the first place. Because you're like, in order for me to get the vision off, then you just intangibly were like, well, let me find the people that do this and this. And now like I need to make the plan for all these people. You know what I mean? And it's just like a process that you have to overcome in order to get the idea across, to manifest whatever.
I feel like I started trying to be a leader to deliver on a goal. And then I realized through trial and error that to be a leader is not just about the goal, it's also about the journey, and it's about really truly caring about people working with you and truly showing respect and, and appreciation for them. And that becomes also a goal in itself. I feel like that's maybe some of the mistakes I may have done, is like when at first being so focused on the goal that you maybe don't pay enough attention to the people you want to involve. And I've been much more successful in all my, ventures by, of course, keeping the big goal in mind. This is still the key driver, but also then realizing that it is not the only thing that matters, and it is not a goal at all costs that you need to reach. The process and the people you do it with is also really as important in many aspects and as valuable.